how I really got started in real estate over 22 years ago, back in 2000, honey. This was long, long time ago. Okay, so, and it's honestly, it's a series of fortunate or unfortunate events. However you look at it, I look at it as fortunate because I wouldn't be here today if these things didn't happen. Okay, so back in 2000, I was just turned 20, literally just turned 20, single mom of a 3-month-old. And I needed a job. I needed something that we could provide for my daughter and make sure that she had a roof over her head and food in her mouth. So I was looking for anywhere. And much to their surprise, much to my surprise, National City Mortgage hired me. Honey, they didn't know what they were getting. So I worked at National City Mortgage. I was in the collections department. Then I was in regulatory risk management. I worked with the pre-loss mitigation department. Basically, those big things are usually the side to make sure that compliance is done and that if you ever go into default, what happens on the servicing side. So that's how I know about short sales and foreclosures, a lot of them. Then we move forward. I kind of meet this cute guy and I'm kind of, I'm ready to get out of Ohio. I need to get back closer to home. And I get a job as a loan officer down in Louisville, Kentucky. And it just so happens this cute guy kind of lives there too. So we meet and marry in about 6 months, but I was a loan officer during that time. And then in about 2006, I had my daughter, my second daughter. And I was like, you know what? I really need to have passive income. And a girlfriend of mine had lent me the Carlton Sheets, videos and DVDs and, tapes and all that stuff. So I was listening to that and I was like, I need to start buying real estate. So I started investing in real estate. And at one point I had up to, 5 houses, give or take, in real estate, and I would rent them out. Well, 2008, I had my daughter in 2006, 2007 started coming and I started saying that, no, this is not right. This is not right. I didn't know everything that I know now. And I didn't know about the Big Short, but I knew something. I knew it wasn't sustainable. I didn't know how it was going to crash because I'd never been through one, or at least I don't ever remember, being through the 80s of the crash part, but I knew something was coming. So I got out of being a loan officer at that time because I knew I was like, no, and I wanted to spend more time with my daughter because my loan officer hours were crazy at the time. I worked literally from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. to almost 10 p.m. It was nuts. So I didn't get a lot of time with my family and I really wanted that. So I just kept with real estate investing. And in this time I had hooked up with a realtor friend of mine who, helped me out and he gave me MLS access. I was like, woo! So I had it. And then they changed the rules for the MLS. I was like, crap. So I had to start going, the only licensed people could get it. And on top of that, he decided to move to California. So I had to become licensed. I just had to suck it up and do it. So, because I didn't want to depend on, what was going to happen on the MLS. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do it. It won't be a big deal. So I get licensed and I got licensed in 2013. 2013, I finally got my license. I finally got my, butt in gear and got licensed. And I found out I loved it. I really like it. I got to help first-time home buyers get their first home. And I had a crazy experience with my first-time home buying. So I wanted to make sure that they didn't have that. And I got to help them do that. And then, I got to help people move from their first home that they loved and that they put so much care into their second home. And that was great. And then I've also been able to help people with end of life things, closing out mom and dad's estate and selling the house so that things can get taken care of. I've helped with that as well. And I tell you what, I love it. I absolutely love real estate. I love all the aspects of the negotiating and being able to help people. It's just what I do. It's just real estate is me. There's always something different and it always keeps, my attention. So I love real estate. And then a few years later, actually, okay, a couple of years ago now, a few years later, I decided there was a situation that happened, and I'll tell you about that one day, where I kind of got ganged up on by 2 different realtors. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it a lot. So I did something about it, realtor-wise. And I also made sure that you will never be able to yank me again. Or at least not in that way. I wanted to be able to know more because I don't ever want to get in that position. It makes me very uncomfortable to get yanked like that. So I became a broker because I'm like, I'm going to know all the ins and outs of real estate law and how, what we need to do and not do. So I became a broker. And then we had the pandemic shut us all down. So it was one of those things, what did you do during the pandemic? I got my license. I got my Indiana license. That's what I did. So I went ahead and got my Indiana license. So now I am a licensed real estate broker in Kentucky and Indiana. And I do commercial, I do residential, I do investments. I just love real estate. It's what I do. I love helping people. I'm Tamara West. I'm the realtor you tell all your friends about. Honey, we're going to have fun doing it. And I'm with Live Love Louisville Homes and eXp Realty. I'm Tamara West I'm the realtor you tell all your friends about. I'm with Live Love Louisville Homes with eXp Realty. If you want to call or schedule a time to come see me, my links are down below. I'd love to help. Let's see what we can do. We can cross travel together.